should we start?
My name is Babanga Wilfred Erima, NRM flag bearer, Terego East constituency in the forthcoming January.
We cancel.
My name is Babanga Wilfred Erima, flag bearer, Terego East constituency in the forthcoming general elections on 15th of January 2026. I wish to make a press release in regard to a number of misinformation that has been circulating in the media regarding my win in the primaries. This is what I have to say. On 17th of July 2025, I won Terego East NRM primaries by 11,422 votes. This vote or result was a resounding win for me. It was a broad-based win. In all the 3 sub-counties of the constituency, in Odupi, I won. In Omugo, I won. And in Erima, I won. This is what is being contested by my rival. Third of all, my opponent took me to the NRM tribunal. At the tribunal, after a thorough examination, okay, can I do it? Okay, can I do it? I am called votes. This win was contested and taken to the electoral tribunal of the NRM. The tribunal, having thoroughly examined the issues, made a ruling that even if the issues raised by my opponent, which translated to some votes being contested, were removed, my win and my commanding lead would still have stood. People of Terego, I want to inform you about this fact. You also need to know that my win was in all the 3 sub-counties of Odupi, of Erima, of Omugo. Yet, the incumbent still contests this. On the voting day, those of you who turned up, you saw the long lines that were for my supporters or the people that voted for me. And this is being denied. Thirdly, the tribunal made its ruling that my win should stand. This again was confirmed by His Excellency when he came to Terego on the 16th of October, where he gave me this flag. Standing here is the official candidate for NRM, a flag bearer. There are people who are masquerading as the true candidate for NRM. People of Terego, I present myself to you as the true flag bearer for Terego East constituency. I want to present to you my manifesto as follows. There are 3 pillars on which my manifesto stands. As the NRM flag bearer, obviously the main content of my manifesto will be the NRM manifesto. But there are 3 things I want to highlight in my manifesto. 1, that is unity. I stand for the unity of the people of Terego. Even those like the incumbent who competed with me, I am willing and able to extend a hand across the aisle to them so that we can together build Terego. How do I do this? I'll use available structures, including the Lubarakari. We already having talks with them, and some eminent personalities from Terego who will talk to us and broker some semblance of dispute resolution. This is what I stand for. Second of all, my manifesto stands on the pillar of wealth creation. Wealth creation is advocated by His Excellency President Museveni for household income. There are ways I'm going to work with the community to ensure that there is money put in people's pockets. The third aspect of my manifesto is what I call community support. People have needs: water, health, and education. One of the vehicles that I created some years back, which I intend to continue to use for supporting the people of Terego, is my foundation called Babanga Foundation. Through this foundation, as I speak, more than 100 children have received bursaries or half bursaries for their schooling in primary school. So this is the candidate that I am offering to the people of Terego. My campaign is going to be issue-based. I commit to an issue-based campaign and also policy-based campaign. That is the candidate that Terego has been waiting for. I want to make one final statement. The English have a saying: you cannot have your cake and eat it. There are people masquerading in Terego as the real candidates, perhaps because of the length of time they have been in the party. But I want to tell people of Terego, the rightful flag bearer for NRM in Terego East constituency is Babanga Wilfred Erima. I offer him to you here. He is a development specialist, and through his years of experience, he expects to help in the transformation of Terego and making it rise to its former glory. The people that are masquerading are on the wrong side of history. They are confusing our people. I want to tell them to stop. Some of you have allowed yourselves to be confused by these so-called true NRM candidates who have actually run independent. If you run as an independent, you disobey our party president, party chairman, His Excellency President Yoweri Museveni. So why are you coming back and using our colors, the NRM colors? Why are you confusing the people and using the structures of an NRM to do your campaign? Such people, I want to promise Terego, need to be prosecuted, and we will prosecute them. This is what I have to tell you categorically. Stop confusing the people of Terego just because you have been long in politics or you've been long in NRM. The moment you stood as an independent, you are no longer NRM. Let this be known to everyone. Stop confusing our people. This is the end of my statement. Thank you very much.
Well, this year around October, there was a statement, an appeal made by one of the clergies in Terego, and the clergy was advocating for reconciliation of you politicians after the NRM party primary election and also the general election which is coming. So what can you say about that, and do you see any fruition in regards to that reconciliation appeal by the clergy, and how can it be done before and after the election to make sure that Terego district remains one and united?
I am one person who has seen what is known as alternative dispute resolution at work. I have written variously in the papers regarding what I think can be done for people that are involved in electoral process like this. Because obviously, when elections happen, people step on each other's toes and tempers rise, and they don't want to meet. They dismiss each other, they insult one another. But there has to be a process of bringing these people together. Alternative dispute resolution does this. I am recommending for Terego that we have a group of eminent elders who will come alongside of the politicians, not only through the process of the campaigns, but also after this, so that we can unite Terego. After all, we all have a stake in Terego. When the elections are done, we will continue to stay here. Some of us are businessmen. We don't mind who comes and buys to us. So we cannot afford not to resolve our differences in peaceful means. So I want to appeal to my colleagues who are running with me that this is not a do or die thing. There is life after the elections. So let us compete with the aim that the winner takes all. The winner takes, the best man will win. So he will take the vote. And we support whoever that person is. That is my appeal.
When you look at politics, it is actually supposed to be a place where people bring in ideas. And how can you, what can be your message in regards to that? Because in some situations, some politicians tend to come more with lies and fictitious manifestos that cannot even be realized in order to win the hearts of the voters.
As Babanga, Wilfred, Erima, with my background of many years of work in development with reputable organizations, including the United Nations, I stand as a person with integrity. This is what I want to say, that once all this is done, Terego will remain, and we need to develop Terego. And the people with the ideas are not only the ones who have won. Even those who have not won have good ideas. We need to sit down and work out our differences that will allow us to develop Terego. My manifesto, as I told you, is issue-based and policy-based. You can fact-check and you will find that through Babanga Foundation that is currently operating school, you will see for yourself what is happening, how we are already supporting children from all around, including particularly those in Terego.
Okay, thank you, and wish you all the best in your campaign.